Welcome back to the channel, y'all. Welcome to another spiritual therapy session. So, I am hanging out in my room today, and well, for now anyway. So I thought I'd just pull some cards and hop on here and see what kind of energy is see what's going on in the spiritual streets this morning. And I was actually guided to use, well, I can't find the box to it. I done sat it down somewhere. I'm gonna just say these cards. If it pop up, chat with the here it is. The telepathy oracle cards. I like these cards. I don't use them often, but pretty much to be honest, I pull whatever cards I'm guided to pull. I don't never know what kind of reading I'm gonna do. I don't never know. I'll just sit down and literally I'll sit down and look at my cards, and that's that's when I'll figure out what I'm gonna do. Unless I pull from the makeshift deck, then I got to figure out which one's is gonna go with that. But anyway, so these particular cards, this is about telepathy. And I'm gonna say this: I was guided to pull these particular cards, which I don't use often either. Now, let me say this. This card is rekindle. I hope y'all can see this. The rekindle card, it says every relationship has those magical moments that can be rekindled. And when I pull these other cards out of the box, look what the hell popped up. The same exact card. Every relationship has magical moments that can be rekindled. Again, these are two card decks that I very seldom use. I was guided to pull both of these decks. I haven't shuffled these yet, but it just amazed the hell out of me. As soon as I pulled these cards out of the box, this is the card that was showing up, but it's the same card that's on this table. So we already off top know. So I'm going to say it now. Those of y'all, and I looked at the timer, it was 1:44. Those of y'all that do not have any intentions on rekindling with a past person, click off. Because two rekindle cards, this is definitely a relationship that is getting ready to come back together. Only if it's in the, you know what I'm saying, in your spirit, if that's something that you are open for. Everybody's not. Some people's past relationships are so, you know, terrible that it's not even worth the rekindle. So this video is going to be very specific. So I'm just telling you now, so you don't have to get in the comments and cuss your ex out and talk about how bad they treated you and hell you'll never in hell get with them again. I'm telling you now, go ahead and click off, because this is definitely about a situationship, or relationship, some kind of relationship that is coming back together. So, I mean, and it could be it's a beautiful thing, and when you're in a situation where you can come back together, man, people don't realize that's a blessing, because it's not a lot of times, you actually meet people in your life that you can even think about, rekindling and reconnecting with. So we're going to go ahead and get into this message and see, what's going to come out, what's going to come through. But before I do that, let me take a moment to acknowledge and thank the Holy Spirit for dwelling in my temple, and my spirit guides, my divine ancestors, as well as all my angels of love and light. I do rebuke any low vibrational beings and all negative forces. I command all evil eyes and to go blind, and all monitoring spirits go deaf. In any dark energies that does come this way, they will be transmuted into peace, power, love, and prosperity. And I do speak this in the name of the divine, so that this prayer does reach the Most High Creator. All right. So the first card that I actually got out here, it says tree. Tell the tree what you really think. Now, what I got out of this particular card is, with the tree being here, the tree is a symbol of nature. We all know that. And I've said it, a couple of times in some of my videos, when you look at a tree, and when they cut the tree down and you look at the stump of the tree, it resembles your thumb. It looks exactly like a thumbnail. It's even got the lines in it and everything. You take the roots at the bottom of a tree, and I always use a man as an example, because in our existence, us, we look at the man as the strength, and it's usually a man that has veins in his arms, and because those veins represent his power, that represents his strength to be able to work and be a provider. Even if he ain't doing all that, that's what those veins represent to me. So when the tree representation in this particular video, it's you're telling, you're going out to nature, you know what I'm saying, and you speaking to the universe, and that's what that tree is representing. It says, tell the tree what you really think, how you feel about your relationship, how you feel about what's going on in your life. You have to go to the spirit, to get the answers that you need. You ever heard when people say, when you get down, they say go hug a tree, 4, 5, 6 on the timer. Trees are a very, very, very strong significance and resemblance of us. Me being a feminine energy, I look at the tree as a man. Well, I look at the tree as family, but to me as a woman, the tree represents a man again because of the roots, and the way the roots look and the way a man carries himself is the trees are very, very strong. They last for thousands and thousands of years, and all they need is what? Water and sun. They're not, you know what I'm saying? So that's a very, very good card to come out in the beginning, because once you go to the universe, which is the tree, and tell the tree what you really think about your relationship, that tree is going to provide you with what you need, just as if you are the feminine energy and you are going to your masculine for the protection. Well, that's the way it's supposed to be. Let me just say that. We live in a society where everything's fucked up, 5:55 on the timer, and things are not the way the Most High had created them to be. Normally, you know what I'm saying, it would be the feminine going to the masculine, and the masculine is the one that provides the protection. The masculine is the one that provides, everything, the structure and everything. And that's what that tree represents. That tree represents that foundation, those roots, that stability. So when you go and you talk to the trees and you hug the tree, you are confiding in this tree, because you know that this tree is going to comfort you and it's going to stabilize you. So that's what I got out of that card, y'all. I hope that makes sense to y'all. This next card says accept. Be prepared to accept what fate has in store for you. Now, with this being, a rekindling type of energy, because that's what this is. For some of y'all, I'm going to just keep it real. Some of y'all may not even think that there is a rekindling, taking place in a relationship. And that is the reason why this says be prepared to accept what fate has in store for you. Now, let me say this. If you had a person that was beating the hell out of you and treating you all kinds of fucked up ways, I really just don't think that the universe is going to send you back to this person. So don't even go there. You know what I'm saying? But if this is a situation where, yeah, y'all may have stopped speaking. Yeah, y'all may have broke up. Yeah, there may have been some stuff that went on. Y'all may have just went ghost on each other and couldn't understand why. That's because the universe probably stepped in. This person needed to go learn some lessons. You probably needed to learn some lessons. So they just kind of, silence the relationship for a while. But see, a lot of times that happens, but in the 3D, it'll come off as, oh, he ghosted me, or, oh, he cheated on me, or, you know what I'm saying? All of that kind of stuff that we see in the 3D, we don't understand the 5D definition of it. And I'm damn sure guilty of it. We all are. And that's okay. But once you get stronger in the spirit and you understand, yeah, this person ghosted me because the universe guided him away from me and he didn't have the words to speak. Or she didn't know. She didn't know why she stopped answering the phone. She didn't know why she walked away. Or just say, for example, you got cheated on by somebody, or I ain't gonna even say cheated on, or you found out this person was dealing with somebody else, but you felt like what y'all had was kind of strong. Okay, let me say this. It may have been strong, and it probably was strong. But here's the thing. You or the other party may not have been balanced. So the universe pulled this person away from you, sent this person down Karmic Boulevard to show them something else, to show them something that they needed to put in their memory bank. So when y'all come together on a real deal level, this person will remember the drama. They remember, you know what I'm saying? They remember shopping on their clearance rack. They remember the shit they went through on Karmic Boulevard. So now when the universe pull y'all back together and this rekindle takes place, this person is going to respect you. They're going to realize your value. Why? Because they had to go sit on their clearance rack over there on Karmic Boulevard and go through some bullshit. They had to go get lied to. They had to go get cheated on. You know what I'm saying? Some of them had to get slapped down. Somebody had to get their money taken from them. Somebody had to go through a fucked up relationship to realize, damn, I had the best thing I could have had, and I really didn't see it. Some people are just hard-headed. So if it's a situation like that, and this person comes back to you, I'm not saying take them back. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is you use your intuition. First of all, if you're watching tarot, 9 times out of 10, you are in tune. I don't care if you are here as a karmic energy or a low vibrational energy, because even low vibrational people have a conscience. Even low vibrational people have an intuition. They just choose to not follow it. And that's why they end up on a karmic cycle of bullshit, because they know better. They just refuse to do better, because do better means changing their life and they're not ready to. So whether you are somebody watching this video, just understand. Again, I always say it. I understand it's probably not all love and light in this video, and it can't be because I cuss too damn much. So I'm just going to keep it real. But whoever this situation is for, and you are looking at somebody to come back, or somebody may just pop back up into your life, accept what fate has in store for you. Again, make people prove it. Because it's one thing for sure. If a person come back into your life and you are not supposed to give them another chance, the universe already got your back. Because first of all, you done already told the tree what you think. And the tree also can serve as a form of the ancestors to me. To me. Because if you think about it, back when we hear about old stories about, the ancestors before, I'm not being funny, but before religion was put out there, when people were practicing their spiritual practices and they were going out in the woods and, you know what I'm saying? And what would they say? They would go out there and listen to the trees blow, and that's how they would get their answers. See, the trees also represent ancestral protection. So when your ancestors come through and this person come back into your life, you know what I'm saying? They're going to guide you, but you got to be open to accepting whatever they show you about a particular person. Now, attract. It says the appeal of soul pairing goes beyond superficiality. That is so fucking true. Very true. Now, look at this tree. I'm going to pick this card up. Well, I'm going to try to anyway. Look at this tree. This tree has no leaves on it. It's probably in the wintertime, but this tree has no leaves. And what I got out of that, sorry, y'all, my daughter came in here stealing some socks. Anyway, this tree has no leaves on it. And it says the appeal of soul pairing goes beyond superficiality. What that means is a lot of times us, we like what we like, just say you're a woman and for whatever reason, the best description of a man is tall, dark, and handsome. Some people that are stuck on superficiality, they want something based off looks. I'm a melanated woman, and I've been discriminated against by a lot of brothers, especially darker skinned brothers, because they feel like the lighter skinned women are more prettier. I mean, people just 3D minded people, they don't see anything. So this is just a reminder. If you are the type of person that you have a preference, and there's nothing wrong with a preference, don't get me wrong, but when you are being prepared for somebody on a soul level, you won't see their physical appearance. That's why this tree has no leaves, because it's not about, the pretty wigs and the long eyelashes or the bubble butt and all of that other stuff that people look for. You start to see people for what they have on the inside, not about their skin tone, not, if they light skin or dark skin, do they wear wigs or do they wear natural hair? See, we are divided terribly in society, especially over here in America. We are very divided. Everybody's judgmental. What's the word? Not judgmental. What's the other word? People are judgmental instead of following their intuition. There is a difference between judgmental and following your intuition. And I need to do a video on that, because people, when you follow your intuition, people get mad and call you judgmental. That's bullshit. That's because they can't see past the physical shit. Like this card say, the appeal of soul pairing goes beyond superficiality. I cannot stress that enough. So whoever it was that you was in a situationship with, relationship, they may have been the type of person that liked you. And I'm going to just put it out there. 13:33 on the clock. They may have liked you, but they may have kept you in the dark because maybe you didn't look appealing to what they wanted you to look like. Maybe you look different from the type of people they were used to. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna use myself as an example on this one. I'm a little short lady. Don't get me wrong. I'm a little short woman, and I'm a little heavy in the in the back area, the back and the hip area. But there was a time where I was very, very skinny. I mean, very, very, very small. So I've been every size that there is. I've lost over 60 pounds. So I've been from little bitty to average to overweight to obese, and now I'm going back down. I have literally sat and watched, guys and stuff that claim, they don't like heavier women, but they want to kick it. But they'll want to kick it after hours. You know what I'm saying? Or they'll want to blow up your phone and be all in your inbox and stuff, but you can't go out in public with them and it ain't always because they cheating. It's because they don't want people to know what their real preference is. But when you see them out in public, or you look at their history of the type of women they date, maybe they dated smaller women and that's all they've ever been in public with. But behind closed doors, They really like rolls and gravy. And hey, you can't tell me nothing. Ain't nothing ever crushed my self-esteem. And I'm gonna keep it real to all my heavier people out there, man or woman. I remember when I was very, very small and I used to want to gain weight so bad. The only problem I had with my weight is that it started to affect my legs and my feet because I have a very small frame. That was what made me get the weight off and stuff. But child, I've always you can't nobody tell me shit. And it's funny because it's like the bigger I got, the more men I attract. And you know what I'm saying? And me personally, hey, there was a time in my life where I had a preference. And I'm gonna speak on this right quick because a lot of people do have this issue, and I can speak on it because I'm that way. I was raised to believe I was too dark. Makes no sense. There's no such thing as being too dark. But you have to understand they come from different programmings as children. And I was raised as a little girl that I was too black. And it makes no sense because I'm not even a dark skinned person. But I was raised to believe that my darker skin was bad. That's a slave mentality that I was raised up in. So as a child, I hated myself. I didn't think I was cute. You know what I'm saying? So when certain things happened to me that were bad, especially by men, I believed I deserved it because I was dark skinned. I understand, y'all. It makes no sense. But you have to understand people come from all walks of life. People come from all types of dysfunctional trainings, and kids don't know. So when you program a child to hate themselves, when bad things happen to them, they think it's okay. That is a slave mentality because you have to think about it. It was the slave masters that had the light skinned women inside the house, and they put the dark skinned women outside, or they had the light skinned men and the dark skinned men fighting and wrestling. You know what I'm saying? And whichever one won. That's where boxing came from. So it's a whole lot of racial stuff that is still bleeding over into society. Listen to my cat trying to break in, y'all. I don't care. She's gonna be out there hollering right now. But it's a whole lot of stuff that's come back from slavery that we are still carrying today. And that has a lot to do with that attraction because again, I believe because I was dark skinned, the first father of my kids is a light skinned man. Because I thought that because he was light skinned, he was a good man. Boy, was I sadly mistaken. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta really check yourself. And even though you may have been programmed, hold on, y'all.